Hi, Nicole Banks, creator of the Best of San Diego. I'm going to talk today about a few things that I wish I would have known before moving to San Diego and what I see most of my clients, friends, extended family in the community, what they wish they would have known. So first of all, the weather. Of course, we all pay a premium to live here. It's called the sunshine tax and we pay it for a reason. Why? More than not, you have sunny days out of the year, but something that they do not tell you about and you do not realize until you travel here during the month of May and June is May gray and June gloom. Yes, it still feels great outside. It is not your freezing temperatures that you have in other states and cities across the nation, but it is a little more gray outside, but we call it May gray for a reason. I see so many families coming to San Diego and saying, what happened? The sun is not out like we thought it would be. Well, June gloom has some gray. You know, you wake up, the water starts to get a little bit warm from those winter temperatures, so you can still enjoy the beach, you can still enjoy the ocean. But as you move into July, by July 1st and 4th of July weekend, you have beautiful sunny skies. So the pro of coming in June, if you want to visit, is that you do not have as many crowds on the beach. During the month of July, everyone is coming from all over for that California sunshine. All right, so let's go into the month of July and talk about traffic. Something that they do not tell you about. We are not like LA by any means, but do we have traffic in San Diego? Yes. Why? Because so many people want to live here and the infrastructure of the freeways was not prepared for the influx of the population that we have received in the past 5 to 10 years. What I will say is that if you live more coastal in some of these zip codes like 92130, 92014 for Del Mar, you just do not go on the freeway south or north after 2 p.m. And be aware, even though we have the bypass that takes you to the 56 freeway, you do end up with some backlog there as well. Now, what will affect the freeway access north and south during some of these summer months, something they do not tell you about, the San Diego Fair. Yes, the last weekend of May through the 4th of July, we have the San Diego Fair, which brings families, individuals, people from all over. And the on-ramp to Via de la Valle in Del Mar and Solana Beach, Loma Santa Fe, stay away unless you want to attend the fair yourself. Starting July 21st, we have the races at the Del Mar tracks. So this brings in a whole different crowd. Let's talk about beach access. So something so incredible about San Diego is the miles and miles of beach that you have access to, all the way from Point Loma through La Jolla. Then you come up through Torrey Pines, one of my very favorite beach parks, into Del Mar, Solana Beach, one of the most heavily sought after beaches for dogs is right in Del Mar. So let's talk a little bit about beach access. Now, if you go into La Jolla Cove, this is a very, very popular beach. They have the seals, they have the cove area. You can walk along the sidewalk. La Jolla Shores is a very popular beach, especially if you're taking surf lessons or you're a beginner surfer, but the crowds come with it as well, even in the early hours of the morning, from 6 a.m. up until 4 or 5 p.m. It is a packed beach and parking can get pretty difficult. Now, if you go a little bit more north, my personal favorite is Torrey Pines Beach Park. You will see families from all over the world come for this hike where you have the lookout points where you can see the beach. You can access the water and you can go into the water. There are lifeguard stands. However, the beaches for swimming are a lot more popular and a lot more family friendly for all swim levels as you go a little bit more north to Powerhouse Park, right off 15th Street in Del Mar. Now, as you go a little bit more north, and Powerhouse Park, these are some of my favorite pros. There is metered parking and there is a parking lot that you can pay a flat fee for the day. I highly recommend it. You have access to many different restaurants that are right there on the beachfront. We have Jake's, we have the Side-In. If you wanna go a little bit easier on the wallet, just a few steps up, you can have Del Mar Pizza, 2 slices and a drink for $10, happy hour, 2 slices and a glass of wine for I believe like $12. And then right next door is La Berge, which is a really nice restaurant with a beautiful menu of cuisine, seafood, a little bit of everything. But this is what I'm going to say, work the happy hour angle. So somewhere like La Berge has an incredible happy hour menu where you can get a salmon taco, salmon slider for $6. If you don't like seafood, there are so many other options, but a must-have are the truffle fries, $6. And then there's $6 glasses of wine as well for the parents and bubblies for the kids. Something for everyone. And if you don't want to be in the water and you don't want to get your toes into the sand, there is a beautiful grass area where so many people come just for sunset, for enjoying the beach as well. Go a little bit north, there's Solana Beach. Then you have Moonlight Beach in Encinitas. That is a very popular beach that brings in especially the young singles, the high school kids. You see a lot of people out playing volleyball. You'll see volleyball nets. You'll even see that a little bit south as well. And then as you go further north, there's Carlsbad Beach with Carlsbad Village. I've sold several homes in the past few months right there in Carlsbad because you can get a little more per square foot. You still have top school districts, and a lot of families love the vibe of the village. Okay, so let's talk school districts in San Diego. The number one question I receive is about the school district and where is the best place to live amongst the schools, especially in Carmel Valley. So most people know the top two school districts are Poway and Carmel Valley school districts. We actually have three in Carmel Valley, Del Mar area. They are Solana Beach School District, Del Mar School District, and San Diego. So Solana Beach and Del Mar school districts are your elementary school districts, and they actually overlap each other. You could live literally 1 block away from a family that's in the Del Mar school district versus Solana Beach school district. They each have their different academic establishments. They both have special education programs. It's really just a matter of preference. We have a couple of new schools like Solana Pacific Elementary. Now when you transition into middle school and high school, that's the San Diego School District. And this is where parents and families are making a lot of decisions and choices. We have Carmel Valley Middle School, Pacific Trails Middle School. Now Pacific Trails Middle School is located closer to CCA High School, which is a newer high school. And so let's talk about some of the differences, why families choose one school over the other. And a note I want to make is there are some families that will send one child to a certain middle school and high school and one child to another because it's a better fit for them individually. So, all right, Carmel Valley Middle School. It is known to feed into Torrey Pines High School. So academically, the rigor is definitely high. Why? Because we have highly educated families all living here because they want the best academic experience for their children. A note I want to make before I go into a little bit about some of these different schools. After the fact, and as you're making a decision, and especially a real estate decision, something to note is that there are so many high achieving families and students coming to these schools that when it comes to applying for college, the UC schools and the most heavily sought after private schools are only accepting a very small number and handful, if not 1 or 2 from each school. So keep that in mind because I have a lot of families coming to me after the fact saying that they wish they would have bought a home in Del Sur or Carlsbad or Rancho Bernardo because their child could have excelled at a faster rate as far as being the top of their class and received an acceptance for one of the schools that was the school of their dreams. So please, please keep that in mind that sometimes it's a better decision for your family to purchase. You can have a house that has a better price per square foot. You go into Del Sur, you still have an exceptional school district, but then you have a better chance of making it into one of those UC schools or private school that is the school of your dreams. Please keep that in mind. So let's talk about Carmel Valley Middle School versus Pacific Trails. What I'm seeing are most families are choosing the middle school that feeds into the high school of choice. You can always change your mind, things change, socialization patterns change, you can request a transfer, and typically they're very easy to get. Another middle school is Earl Warren Middle School. It's a newer school in Solana Beach. It's smaller in population and a newer school, but the class size is still the same, so keep that in mind. Now, a drawing piece to Earl Warren Middle School is that it is one of the only middle schools that has surf PE as an option, and so a lot of students are begging their parents to go to Earl Warren for the surf PE. It does feed into Torrey Pines High School, but you can also choose for CCA. But keep in mind, most of the students that attend CCA choose Pacific Trails Middle School. Now, what are some of the academic differences between Torrey Pines High School and CCA? CCA has more of a college format. The rigor is intense, I will say that. They are known for the arts, they are known for the sciences, they are known for the academics, they are known for some unique club options as well. Rigor is quite intense, and it is like a college format. So it's semester based, and the transition to college is not as difficult. But if you would prefer your children to experience high school at a different pace and a little bit more traditional style, Torrey Pines, still academically accelerated, still highly sought after as one of the top school district schools, high schools in the city. But it's known for their sports, and they do have a lot of teams coming and recruiting from their sports teams. You also have that as CCA, but Torrey Pines is known for some of their top teams. Now, Torrey Pines was established in 1974, if you can believe it or not. So there's quite a bit of an alumni that love Torrey Pines. They want their children to go there. CCA was established in 2004, so it is a newer campus, a newer school. I hope that gives you a little bit more information. If I'm missing anything from those of you that live in some of these areas and you want to comment on your personal experience one way or another, I know some students that have transferred from CCA to Torrey Pines, vice versa. Please reach out. My team and I, we're so happy to answer any questions. We're so happy to welcome new individuals and families into the area, into the beautiful city that we love to live in. It's why I created the Best of San Diego. I work with Coldwell Banker Luxury Market, and my team and I are happy to answer any questions. But I am here to serve you and welcome you into the beautiful San Diego.